Well, Tessa, this is a case that's been emotionally charged for everyone involved. We had the tears from the families when those verdicts were read out, and of course it wasn't just one moment. As I said earlier on, we've not been able to report this until now, but the verdicts were coming in bit by bit, some verdicts some days, and then we had to wait for a few more days and get some more. So individual families were having individual moments to deal with, as it were. We've seen tears from a couple of the jurors today, in fact, now that this is all over and they've been thanked for their work and discharged, and those tears I mentioned earlier from the detectives who were hugging each other outside court. Clearly there's relief that this is over. There's relief that we've got some of the answers. We know what Lucy Letby did. We know how she did it. We know when she did it. We know where she did it. But we don't know why. And we've talked about this already in the programme, haven't we? The only person who's got the answers here is Lucy Letby herself. She isn't speaking because throughout this she has always insisted that she's done nothing wrong, and she has started now not coming into court. And Julian, I think you asked one of your guests earlier on about the sentencing. Well, I can tell you now, it's been made clear to us today, Lucy Letby will not be attending the sentencing. And how is that for the families? Think about that. She's refusing to come into court to hear her fate. She'll be driven from prison where she's on remand. She'll be driven to the building like she has been every day. But as yet, as far as we know, she won't be coming in to the dock to hear that sentencing. And the judge, Mr. Justice Goss, basically had to apologise to the families. He said he's aware that this is starting to happen increasingly. It's happened in other cases. Maybe there's a bit of a copycat thing here. People are realising that they can refuse to come into court for sentencing. Well, here we are. It's happened again. And look, he apologised to the families involved in court. He said that he was sorry, that he has no legal powers yet whatsoever to force someone to come in for the sentencing. But as far as her crimes, you know, her crimes have ended lives, they've changed lives. People are coming to terms still with exactly what she did, and we talked about it earlier. We don't know the full picture yet. We don't know how this story is going to end because police are now assessing the entirety of her career. They're looking back through sets of notes, 4,000 baby admissions. That doesn't mean they're investigating 4,000 cases, but they're looking at all the data. And think about the passage of time. The children who died, they would be 7 or 8 years old by now.